It's not just about the water use, it's also about the water pollution, because of course, less and less water means that people are going to be focusing more on the water quality. And so while I think that we've heard a lot, and I fully agree that governments are going to be behind the ball in these holistic approaches toward water stress, we're going to see increasing regulations specifically on pollution. Citizens are going to have to pay more. That's where governments start to respond. So the EU, of course, is within most environmental regulations, they're leading the way. They have has a water framework directive that was launched in 2000, and it has legally binding targets for river basins to achieve kind of good status by 2027. It's a good policy, but I think the implementation is probably going to be where they're going to fall down. I think we're also going to start to see specific regulations around chemicals inside of water use, and these chemicals that are seeping into the water, such as the PFAS, what's known as these forever chemicals. And the European Chemicals Agency is compiling proposals from countries like Denmark, Germany, the Netherlands, Norway, to limit the production and use of close to 10,000 of these types of chemicals. So even, but I want to say that even where we're not going to see some of the regulations, you're going to see some reputational risk in terms of water use, because water is so integral to people. You're going to see what reputational risk if a company is using water, even if they have the legal right to do it, if they're taking it away or they're polluting a source. It's something that's incredibly visible as people use it, and it's something the press can pick up on pretty quickly, and it affects companies' license to operate. But I want to also say that even before we see some of the regulations, companies are going to need to start to think about this. And I think that we're hearing this, how companies are starting to focus on water, even in the absence of regulations. And some of this has to do with, I don't think it's only because I think they see that a lot of it is coming, as do investors. And investors are starting to ask for disclosures. This is part of a lot more broad environmental disclosure trend. And it's happening now, because water management isn't something that companies are going to do for the good of the world, regardless of whether the individuals believe that that's something that they should do. The companies will tend to also do it because it is a fundamental business risk to companies. So you're going to see investors looking at this already. There's a campaign led by CERIS, the Global Investor Network, to get large companies to manage water-related financial material risks. So companies are already looking at this. I think that as companies think about water stress and risks, we also have to think about the quality and how it plays out in terms of the disclosures, the regulations, and the community implications.